the winner, moving on to the...
But the reality is that only one's way down to the final shot. Runners keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Leonard. Yes.
Give the perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offense. No good. And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
The rebound comes down to Toronto. To Lowry. The Bucks at the controls. To Adetokunbo. Marc Gasol pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Giannis in control of the basketball. Down a point. To Lopez. Can't connect from in close. To Leonard. Short jumper stays out. Bledsoe with the basketball. Down by 1. Trying to cash in. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, or the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Sizing up the defense. Danny Green, huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And he draws contact. 2 shots coming up for the Spaniard, the All-Star, Marc Gasol.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, this...
Marc Gasol, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. First try, no good. Off the mark, 0 for 2 at the line. Hill across the timeline. They trail by 1. That pass taken away by Toronto. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Hill into the front court. He'll run the offense. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's a big finish.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Bucks at the controls. Hill. They'll get it down low to Lopez. From the painted area, won't go down. To Lynn. Leonard. Has a chance. And the rebound taken by Connaughton. Hill across the timeline. Down 3. And draws the foul.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First free throw is good. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Lynn with it. Counting down towards 1 minute to play here in the opening quarter. Giannis with it up top. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. To Jeremy Lin. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Has a look. Shot by Leonard won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Hill into the front court. Shot clock's off as they'll search for a tying bucket. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Oh, emphatic slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Giannis for two. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending. One quarter down in this deciding Game 7. We're back with more after this. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Antetokounmpo, great look and vision. And the finish, slam dunk.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Lowry gets it in the right corner to Leonard. And he's going to the free throw line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Kawhi Leonard has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. Nope, first one does not go. Missed the second one as well. Hill across the timeline. Leads 1. George Hill. Leonard. He engulfed him that time. To Antetokounmpo. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Toronto has the basketball. Here's Leonard for 2. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Giannis in control of the basketball. A 1-point game with a minute gone by in this second quarter. Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
George Hill to Antetokounmpo. Short jumper off the mark. To Lowry. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Serge Ibaka trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Bucks basketball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
George Hill at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. For 3, Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Hill into the front court. Down 2. Goes to the left side. Middleton. Off the mark. No good. To Leonard. Now a steal by Milwaukee. George Hill. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Leonard, the drive, right to the basket. 4-3. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Leonard. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Hill. Kawhi Leonard with the block. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. To Middleton. Rebounds taken down by the Raptors. Whoa! What a finish!
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Problem City.
Raptors have the rebound. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. It goes down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
George Hill to Lopez. Shot from the lane won't go. Lowry with it. His team up by 7. Fires the 3. Second effort. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Hill. Beyond the arc for 3. Not that time. To Lowry. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Lopez lets it fly from beyond the arc. That no good, off the mark. Here's a chance from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Lowry to Leonard. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Brook Lopez. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Gasol. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
The Bucks at the controls. Here's Lopez down low. Cleans it up. Marc Gasol sends it away. Antetokounmpo, open look. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Eric Bledsoe, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Count it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Giannis with it up top. His guys trail by 10. Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
And he finishes at the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Marc Gasol tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lowry to Gasol. Brook Lopez able to recover with the block. That's out. Last touch by Brook Lopez. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. He struggled so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Second one's no good. One more coming. And he missed the free throw. 1 for 3 on that try. Bledsoe to Middleton. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Chris Middleton good on the quick release that time.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Danny Green. Bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Lowry to Leonard. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Bledsoe with it up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Got it.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Short jumper off the mark. Giannis in control of the basketball. The deficit is 6. It was right there. Kyle Lowry with the rock to Gasol. Stuffs it down with authority.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. The pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Pascal Siakam rejects it. Bledsoe, Eric Bledsoe. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
And Ed, you know what the worst part about this whole thing is? Usually when a defender bites like that, that means that they're being active. They just guessed wrong, man.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Lowry fires the 3. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Eric Bledsoe. He's now 4 for 6.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Off the assist.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Giannis with it up top. Down 6. Wide open look, won't go. Lynn with it. They can get it 2 for 1 if they hurry. Not getting the bounce. Bledsoe with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. And he buries it. From 18 feet at the buzzer. That quarter in the books. The Raptors have the lead. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Toronto with the basketball. Spins away from the defender. Sweet move. Good. Off a spin.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Trailing by 10. Bledsoe slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Now a steal by Milwaukee. That's out. Last touch by Chris Middleton. Lowry. Leonard. Textbook defense.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
Leonard. Cruises inside for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. It's the free throw. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Adetokunbo to Middleton. Trying to cash in. Middleton off the mark. To Gasol. And the rebound taken by Bledsoe. Bucks at the controls. Bledsoe to Lopez. Brook Lopez not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Gasol. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Gasol off the mark. Giannis with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. He throws it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Middleton. To Ibaka. Gasol. Rebound taken down by the Bucks. Bledsoe to Lopez. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. Now a whistle, and Toronto is going to use a timeout. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Gasol. Taken down by Giannis. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Pascal Siakam at the line for 2 shots. His career mark right now sits at 63%. Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. To Gasol. No good.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all. When you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Substitution being made in this one. George Hill. Giannis shoots. Another chance. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Deep right corner. Lets it fly from long range. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the 3.
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball. Got you.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
A simple touch foul.
Misses the first. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Now we get a whistle. They'll wrap him up with the intentional foul and a little over 20 seconds left to play.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together. Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
Hill. That's off the side of the rim, short. And here's an intentional foul. That's free throws. Clock stops with 13 seconds to play.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
First try at the line, no good. Oh, he missed them both. Has a chance and strokes it. Deep 3 at the buzzer. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target.